Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeremy Dancer, and I am a Forex trader, Forex hedge fund, and use my channel to help people with the law of attraction and all things Forex and crypto. Okay, so about 2 months ago, I made a video on a forecasting indicator, and I wanted to follow up on that video. Okay, so just as a reminder, this is what that indicator looked like. For the most part, it's pretty good about predicting the overall price. However, the path to getting to the price can be a little tricky as these dips are not necessarily reliable. And that's because we have a very erratic market where buyers and sellers are constantly flip-flopping. All right. So what I wanted to do today was give you guys two new indicators that's going to help you identify different markets that can help you in regards to your overall analysis. Okay. So when you first start trading, especially in this current market, you need to understand the different types of market conditions. You have trending, you have divergent, you have ranging, and you have consolidating. Okay, each market is going to have its own strategies. So if you're having a lot of success in a trending market and you're using specific strategies, you need to make sure that you adjust if you notice the market is going to change. So this right here is my process. I start off looking for technical patterns. I like technical patterns because for the most part, uh, they're 80 to 90% accurate. Okay, this keeps my charts looking fairly clean, and it's easy to recognize them. For example, this right here is a falling wedge, and a falling wedge is a bullish reversal pattern. So once you see the candles break the resistance line, then that's going to signal an uptrend. On top of that, this is also a bullish pennant. So if you factor in these candles right here, this would be the pull, and then this would be the pennant. And a bullish pennant is the same as a falling wedge. So, regardless of how you look at it, they're both going to give you the exact same read. However, there's times where 10 to 20% of the time, they don't work out for one reason or another. And that's where these indicators that I'm going to share with you guys comes into handy. All right. So the first indicator that I want you guys to add is going to be this one right here. This Gaussian filter, and I use Big Beluga. There's many variations of this indicator, but I really love this developer. All of his indicators are spot on. They work very well, and he's a very talented developer. So I trust the material that he puts out. All right. So this is not some EMA line where you just buy above or sell below it. Okay. This is basically a trend line, and when you see this gray, when you see the line turn gray, that's a sign that the trend is going to change. So if it's red and then it turns gray, that means it's going to be a bullish reversal. If it's green and it turns red, that's going to be a bearish reversal. And I'm having a lot of success using this on the 15-minute time frame. So if you look at it from here, boom. As soon as you saw this turn gray, you would have sold. And once this gives a signal, I mean, it's like, I hate to say 100% accurate because people freak out, but it's definitely above 90% accurate. All right. So, if you would have sold here, there would have been almost no pullback, and you would have made at least 200 pips if you sold here. And then when you saw this happen here, and then it turned gray again, and you bought here, again, you would have made, at least 100 pips there. Okay. The only drawback with this indicator is that it doesn't give you the signal at the beginning of the trend or at the end of the trend all the time. And that's where this next indicator is going to come in handy. Before I go to that next indicator, you can see right here, it gave a nice sell signal right here, and there was like no pullback. All right. So once again, um, sometimes people ask me, "Hey, Jeremy, what indicators do you also use?" So these are the indicators that I have loaded. Okay, the two that I'm using with this particular setup is Inflection Nexus dash SPA. I have no idea how to say this person's name. Um, and I'm using the Gaussian filter by Big Beluga. All right, so let's go to Inflection Nexus, and I'm just gonna hit show here. All right, and this is what it looks like. All right, so and then just to make it a little easier to read, I'll do this. So, like I mentioned before, the Gaussian filter doesn't give you the signal at the beginning. All right, it waits until there's a strong confirmation, which is not a bad thing because, for example, if you had sold here, right, you would have had to play all these different games, right, going up and down, up and down. So by the time the Gaussian filter gives you a signal, it's because it's solid and most likely it's going to break out. All right. However, I would have preferred to sell here and I guess ride out the ups and downs and have a much better entry compared to selling here at 37.66, right? So with this right here, you'd have been selling, around 37.80, which would have been an incredible entry. Okay. So that's why I like the Inflection Nexus. And it also gives you so much information. So instead of you trying to figure out what type of market we're in, right here under regime, it's going to tell you. Right now, it's mixed on the 15-minute time frame. But if you have gone through my program, you will know that I always like to analyze on the 1 hour time frame for the overall picture of the market. So if you switch to the 1 hour time frame, under the regime, we see that this is a ranging market condition. So, we're going to see the price going up and down. And because this is gold, I mean, it can go up and down within 500 pips. So there's a lot of room to make a lot of money here. Okay. And it gives you the trend. So we can see that this is a bearish trend. We know that this is a ranging market. So when it comes to what strategies you're going to use, you're going to always make sure you're using strategies that's for a ranging market instead of a trending market. All right. So another setting that I really like here is the signal configuration. So under mode, I have it set for both to look for breakouts and reversals. All right, so I'm going to show you guys real quick where that setting is. And right here. All right, so up top right here, you can see that I have reversal mode checked and I have enable mode checked. So if I uncheck one of these, then it's going to show me what I'm looking for. So if you are a trader who only wants to trade breakouts, then only have breakout checked. If you are a trader who wants to only trade reversals, then only have reversal checked. But I want as many signals as possible. So that's why I have both of them checked. All right. And then the rest of the information is not necessary. This is just basically telling you how it's calculating everything. So you guys can see that there's a lot of work going on in the background that's giving you guys a good picture of the market and why it's giving you the signals that it is. So I highly recommend you guys add these two indicators and then just add it to whatever strategies you guys are using. But the biggest takeaway is make sure you guys have strategies for multiple conditions and be ready to adapt. So if you're trading and it's a trending condition and you already have your strategies working, awesome. As soon as you see a change, go ahead and make a change to your ranging setup, your consolidating setup, your divergent setup. And if you need help with that, make sure you guys reach out to me. All right. Thanks for being with me. I don't post often, but when I do, I'm giving you guys some awesome information. So make sure you stick with me. And I wish everyone success and I hope everyone is doing well. And thank you for subscribing and liking my videos. And if you haven't, please subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.